but I'll just come over here.
Yeah, Michael, you can go over there. You're not coming in yet.
We'll just welcome the boys.
All right, well, as you can see, this is going to be an interesting piece. This is called The Boat Tale here. This is from my new book, so it will be slightly structured differently. This story I'm going to tell you now is from Edgar Allen Poe. I don't know whether any of you know about him. He was a very good American Gothic writer who wrote a lot of interesting horror stories. Glad to see you're in character there.
Thank you.
Yes. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this story. Okay, let me just premise it by the fact of some people don't understand what the nature of the raven is. Some people think that the raven is actually a warning for things to come. But actually other people say that the raven is like a psychopomp. I don't know whether you know what that is, but they're like the Charon who ferried the lost souls down into the River Styx, down into the land of the dead. The raven is there actually to take the man to his next life. So I would just for the sake of Michael doing this, and I will just recite a few things and just mention a few other things. So this is actually the raven. Okay, so upon a midnight dreary, whilst I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. Come out here too if you want just to be a bit creative. Whilst I nodded, merely napping, suddenly there came a tapping and a rapping at my chamber door. This is some visitor, I thought. No, no visitor. I walked down and I opened the door. I stared out. And I was wondering of the lost woman that I'd missed, and I said, Lenore? Lenore? And I thought I'd heard an echo saying Lenore, but unfortunately there was just darkness and nothing more. So suddenly, besides the siren going and other things, I heard another rapping. This time a rapping on my window lattice. So I opened the window lattice, and out came this stately raven. This weird-looking Mothman-like creature that basically sat upon this chair. This is actually the bust of Pele. I don't know whether you know Pele. Pele is actually a Greek goddess. It's supposed to be a Greek goddess of love. And we know all about love. I became quite intrigued with this creature. It's not often you get to have a Mothman sitting down in your lounge room. So I thought, I'll take this opportunity to ask him questions about my lost Lenore. Excuse me, do you think that I will ever get my lost Lenore?
Nevermore.
Do you think that perhaps that I might go on to a next afterlife and I might be very happy?
Nevermore.
Isn't there anything that you can offer me that's going to be good and whatever for my soul?
Nevermore.
Now, this bird was really starting to get on my nuts here, right at this stage, and I thought, okay, something's got to be done about this bird. I'm thinking, this bird, although he's probably repetitious, I think, what did this sort of ghastly, gaunt, horrible creature mean by that word, nevermore? Am I trying to structure something that isn't actually there? Do we live in a world of chaos that we're actually trying to fabricate into some sort of meaning so it makes sense to us? So I asked the bird a few more questions. I said, "Prophet," said I, "thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent, or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desolate land unchanted, on this horror by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead?"
Nevermore.
"Prophet," said I, "thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore. Tell this soul with laden sorrow, within the distant Aden, it shall clasp a sainted maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Clasp a rare and rated maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Is that possible?
Nevermore.
By be that word of our parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstanding, get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above the door, take thy beat from out of my heart, and take thy form from off my door.
Nevermore.
And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Poulet just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of the demons that is dreaming, and the lamplight over him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted. Nevermore!
Nevermore.
Thank you. I would have questions after that, but I hope that you might have understood what I was trying to convey, that the raven, I believe, is a psychopomp to take people to the next one. But that's up to you to decide. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you get all that?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay.